Babala sa mga temporary workers at caregiver na may sideline bukod sa mga trabaho nila. A crackdown by Canada's immigration officers against Filipino caregivers and temporary workers doing jobs without valid work permits has begun. Rowena Papasin reports.
Temporary foreign workers and caregivers working double jobs outside their work permits face immediate deportation. The West Coast Domestic Workers Association raised the alarm that under-the-table jobs held by TFWs and caregivers are now being reported to immigration officials.
Maraming nahuhuli, and this is not even with those who have status. Like if you have a work permit to live as a live-in caregiver, you can only work for that specific employer. Okay. Also with the food sector, only that employer. Now, when you start doing part-time jobs here and there, doing janitorial work or working in a Filipino restaurant, then that's illegal work.
Tomeldan disclosed they have noticed the trend since last year. They have even been asked to go to the Canada Border Services Agency or CBSA several times to help kababayans who have been caught.
It's been a trend. For some reason, ang daming nahuhuling living caregivers and temporary foreign workers working in other places other than where they're supposed to be working. That's unauthorized work, that's illegal, please do not do it. Otherwise, talagang mapapauwi kayo. No ifs, no buts.
Since the moratorium, many TFWs in the food and accommodation industry could not renew their work permits. Caregivers may also find themselves without status while work permits are in process. Without papers, they can't legally work and they get no health benefits, so they do odd jobs to get by. But Vancouver Councillor Jeff Meggs says health and community services should continue to be available to them.
It could be going to the community center, asking for the police for help, even going to the library, anything, food bank. We have to design ways and means to make sure that people can function safely and have access to services.
Meg says they want Vancouver to become a sanctuary city for TFWs, caregivers, and other marginalized groups so they can live without fear of being deported.
The key value behind it is that you have access without fear, that you can be receiving services or the support of the city without fear you'll be deported.
Toronto declared itself a sanctuary city for undocumented residents last year. Rowena Papasin, ABS-CBN News, Vancouver.